Hey divas! So I just want to start off by saying that this is definitely not my proudest video. And I am kind of ashamed that I have to be saying this. So I've been lying to basically everyone. And no, I'm not coming on here to be looking for pity or justification for what I did. I will take full responsibility and the appropriate consequences. I feel like what I'm doing right now is kind of immoral. Knowing that I have a large audience and I'm swaying them to get the wrong idea of me is not justifiable. And I feel like it's very wrong if I do not say anything about it. So I feel like it's not old news that I am a minor and I'm specifically 16 years old. Yes, 16. And lately I've been having a paradoxical feeling about who I really am. Why is it that people are kind of interested in my content? And is it right to continue doing this when I know that I'm holding something back? Now, before I tell you what I'm trying to say, I want you guys to think a bit before you judge me or evaluate my situation. Think a bit how this specific situation has affected me. And because of this, I felt like I couldn't really say anything. Actually, this is not the first comment that I've gotten asking me about my gender or if I'm specifically trans. I've received a lot of comments like this, over time, of course. Now, obviously, it would be wrong to continue giving the impression that I'm a woman or a girl, which is definitely not the case. I'm a guy, but I just sound a bit different. And I'm sorry that I lied to everyone about this. The main reason why I felt it was so hard to just come clean with everything, because I'm ashamed of what I do. Or I guess how I sound. My voice has always been a bittersweet feeling, because I kind of felt that it was unique. But again, it's not something to be proud of, because I was giving the impression that I am a woman, which again, I'm not. Now, one day I was kind of talking with a friend, and I kind of explained to them the situation because I couldn't just keep this a secret anymore. And one thing that they said that kind of struck out to me is that I never claimed to be a girl. Which, I mean, you can look through all of my posts, all of my videos, all of my comments, and I never claimed to be a girl. But the fact is, I still ignored the main issue, which is that I was giving the impression that I'm actually a woman, although I never admitted to be one. For some reason, I could never get the courage to tell anybody who I really was. And I mean, I'm making this video because, again, eventually everyone's gonna know. Whether I have 1 subscriber, 10 subscribers, thousands of subscribers, millions of subscribers, eventually the truth will get out. So I might as well just say it now. Now, again, I will emphasize that I'm not making this for self-pity or to be pitied by other people. Because the moment that I didn't address this issue made me a perpetrator. And I definitely did fool some people emotionally, in which I deeply apologize. And it was never my intention. I honestly could have waited until I got a milestone in YouTube. For example, maybe 10k subs or 100k subs before even coming up with this entire thing. But I just felt like it was morally incorrect. This secret is not just affecting me, but it could affect other people, or specifically my community, or the community I've worked for and other people worked for as well. And so, no, I'm not using a voice changer. This is definitely my real voice. And that's something I'm definitely not lying about. However, I feel like my voice stems from my inability to fit society's criteria, specifically social standards or society standards. Now, obviously, even I know I'm not obligated to tell you anything personal, anything that I wouldn't be comfortable saying. But I feel like I do owe you guys this much at least. Just in general, I've never felt too masculine to be a man, but neither too feminine to be a woman. So obviously, I kind of fall in between. And in today's society, both physically and virtually, it's kind of hard to accept people like me. And although I have never been too feminine to be a woman, I have faced similar issues in which a woman would face, or negative experiences that happened to me because people thought I was a woman. And I just want to say that you guys are very, very strong people. Considering how toxic the MLBB community can be, I feel like women are very, very strong people, and they do not deserve to be backlashed as much as they are. And the misogyny that mostly male people show towards women. Again, not all men. Now, like I said, I will face the appropriate consequences, and I will take full responsibility. for maybe people that I've affected around me, specifically my community. Because I have seen some people say very interesting things. I would like to say reconsider what you say, because you never know who's behind the screen, I guess. And I thought of my voice as just a kind of entertainment thing. Like, I never thought it would get that serious to the point where I'd have to make this video. I felt as if using my voice in my videos would make things, well, easier in editing and like easier to understand, I guess, if I'm trying to explain something. And I know that I have many people who I play regularly with, or, you know, from time to time. And I would like to apologize to those people as well. And obviously to a few content creators that you might have seen me in videos with. I definitely could have waited for a more significant time to be saying all this, but I felt like I was lying. And obviously, I cannot keep lying forever. Subconsciously, I knew that what I was doing is wrong, because I know that even if I don't realize how much what I'm doing is affecting other people, I am fooling people, and that is undeniable. So I guess whether you like me for my Selena gameplays or just me as an individual, as a person, I just wanted to tell everyone the truth, because everyone should know. So I'm sorry if your opinions of me are mostly negative now, but that is understandable, as basically I've been lying since I created this channel. And obviously I owe my community everything. And if there are still people who think that I'm joking or don't believe me, just think about it for a sec. How would you think I would be benefiting if I were to be lying to you guys? I wouldn't be benefiting from anything. After all, I'm more vulnerable now. Because previously, the Celeste you knew was just a facade. And obviously, I know that most online personas are basically a reimagined version of the real person, but I'm just blatantly lying. I feel like that's more different than changing a few characteristics from yourself or from an individual. Now, whether you guys harbor any negative emotions towards me or feel as though you can't support me anymore, that's fine, and it's completely justifiable, because like I said, I will deal with the consequences and I will take full responsibility. Because although in some people's point of view, my channel might not look that big, it is big enough to the point where I have to say something. And this facade is no longer an option. And I obviously can't keep lying. So I deeply apologize to anyone who got the wrong idea of me, but this is who I am. And I'm very sorry if I've affected you emotionally or made you think something about me that I wasn't. So depending on how you choose to take in what I just said, I don't blame you. It's completely justifiable. My actions are not.